Let's talk about understanding the colored squares in the GMM student app. The first thing to know is that the colors represent mastery over time. This is GMM's unique way of visually representing how well your student is doing with each skill. This visualization will be unique to each student. If we take a look at 4 different student screens in the same class, we'll see that they have the same amount of squares, or the same skills that they're working on. However, those colors are appearing different for each student, representing the areas where those students are excelling, and those unique areas where each student has room for improvement. Each square that appears on the student screen represents a particular skill that you've assigned. Brand new skills always start out red. As your student begins to answer questions correctly, demonstrating that they understand the material, they'll see the color of those squares turn from red to yellow. This is your student's first step on their journey towards mastery. However, it doesn't stop there. Mastery is not once and done, and with Get More Math, you need to demonstrate that you continue to maintain that mastery over time. This is where the other colors start to come into play. The goal is to achieve a gold star on every skill that has been assigned by the teacher. This gold star represents the highest level of mastery possible in Get More Math, and represents the program's confidence that the student will answer the question correctly on their next first attempt. So what does it take to achieve that gold star? And what are the other colors in between? As I mentioned earlier, every new skill starts off red. This indicates that your student is still a beginner. But as soon as they start to demonstrate some mastery, meaning they've answered the question correctly at least 3 times on their first try, they'll see that red turn yellow. Yellow progresses to green. However, this can only be accomplished by demonstrating mastery over multiple days, by answering the question correctly on their first try. On a minimum of 3 separate days, your student is demonstrating that they understand and are maintaining their mastery over time. As time continues to progress and your students demonstrate continued mastery, they'll see their colors progress into a silver star and eventually to a gold star. However, the colors do not remain static. A student can lose their mastery if they begin answering questions incorrectly. Encourage your students to always take their time, focusing on that first attempt. Let's take a look at that screen that we saw at the beginning now that we understand the colors a bit more. When we look at this student screen, we can see that they have a wide array of colors. The gold and silver stars indicate the problems where they're doing well, maintaining that mastery over many days. But the red and the yellow squares show us where the student has room for improvement. If most of your students, or even a few students, have many red and yellow squares, consider spending more time in mixed review. Providing more time in the cumulative practice environment gives your student the necessary opportunities to demonstrate mastery or to focus their attention on the areas where they're struggling.